Making news this morning, it's one of the most popular shows on cable television, and now A&E has made a decision with one of its stars on Duck Dynasty.
Through Jesus I pray. Amen.
Amen. A lot of people are probably saying amen. A prayer is answered for fans for this show. Phil Robertson, which is the patriarch, made a controversial comment or two about gay and black people in a recent magazine article. He was suspended from Duck Dynasty, which happens to be the #1 show on cable TV, but A&E decided to change their minds here. Gay activist group GLAAD says they hope this will open a healthy dialogue on talk about sexual minorities.
It's getting late. Give you up.
And Britney Spears joining a long list of stars heading to Sin City. Spears debuted her eye-popping show at Planet Hollywood this weekend. Her performances brought in nearly 4,500 fans to their feet, including music stars like Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, and Selena Gomez. Songs include some of her greatest hits like Toxic, which we just heard, and some of her new songs from her new album, Britney Jean. Spears is set to perform in Las Vegas for the next 2 years. And new this morning, it was an eye-popping performance for Kansas State fans. Now, Kansas State is at its 4th bowl game in a row, but the team hasn't done too well with making wins at these games. It's been 11 years since they've done so, but Cake's Shane Ewing, he met up with the team moments after their victory against Michigan. Such an exciting moment. He continues our coverage in Arizona.
Welcome to the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, site of Kansas State's victory over Michigan and the end of an 11-year period without a Wildcat Bowl win. K-State knew its biggest problem throughout the 5 straight bowl losses was slow starts, and the 2013 Wildcats made sure that would not be a problem on Saturday night. Trey Walker leading the team out one final time, one of the seniors making their final bid for a taste of bowl success. And right away, Jake Waters leading a 14-play opening drive, capped off with a Tyler Lockett touchdown, making it 7-0 Cats. After a Michigan field goal, Waters hooking up with Lockett again, and that is the first time K-State has ever scored in double digits in a first quarter of a bowl game. They led 14-6 after Michigan answered with another field goal. And in the second quarter, a 59-yard drive ends with Waters to Lockett. For number 3, Lockett setting a school bowl record with 10 catches and 116 yards, of course, 3 touchdowns. The Wildcats' defense, though, was the staple of the second half. Shane Morris, the first player in Michigan history to make his first career start in a bowl game, was locked down by swarming defenders. A fourth quarter heave going off the hands of Blake Slaughter, and Dante Barnett coming up with it. The interception, the only turnover of the game for the Wildcat defense, which allowed Morris just 196 passing yards. And John Hubert driving the final nail home as he caps off his college career with his final touchdown. And the drought is now over. K-State winning 31-14, and finally, these players can say they have won a bowl game.
We all know how it feels to lose in a bowl game and not know what to do for 7 months, because you don't get another chance until you play your first game in late August. So, I mean, being able to win this bowl game, it brings a spark to us even going into next year.
And it allowed the seniors to do what is the obvious, and that is finish off their career in a very, very positive way, which would be very meaningful to them, I think, for the rest of their lives.
I feel great. You know, truly saddened. It's a bittersweet moment, but I feel great to finish the season off strong with a win. I'm caught up in a moment right now. You know, I don't think it's hit me yet that this is my last game at Kansas State, but now it's time to go train and get ready for the next stage in life.
You might not, remember the score of, second or third game of the season, but I'm always going to remember these guys and going to battle with them each and every day. And I couldn't be more happier for them, and I know they all got a bright future ahead of them.
It's a 6-1 finish down the stretch for the champions of the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, the Kansas State Wildcats, who now head into next season for the first time in a long time, coming off a bowl victory. In Tempe, Arizona, after a 31-14 Wildcat win, Shane Ewing, Cake Sports.
Thanks, Shane. And we asked you all what you thought about K-State's big victory on Facebook. Jennifer says, so very happy for the Wildcats that they won the bowl game. They deserve this win. Glad to see that ESPN showed the Pride Band playing up in the stadium. And David adds, great win for the Wildcats. Can't wait till next year. Go State. Well, big congratulations to Kansas State. You know, the fun part about this all is that they were ranked so low at the beginning of the season, but to pull off a win like this, Pretty incredible. Well, there's still 30 minutes of news ahead this morning. And while the Wildcats were definitely at the top of our stories for this weekend, other Kansas athletes are making headlines, including the undefeated Shockers, Wichita State gearing up to defend its perfect record today. Plus, have you got your flu shot? This is an important story. Several states are hit hard by a national outbreak. So how is Kansas shaping up? We explain what you need to know to protect your family. 2 parents arrested for the murder of a baby. Now one Kansas community is coming together to help protect other children, and they're doing it by going to social media. And we're always alerting you to breaking news. Now right to your phone, log on to cake.com and click on text alert.
It is brutally cold this morning and mostly cloudy, but later on this evening we'll start to clear it out, and tomorrow a warming trend commences. We'll talk about that with your planner in the next half hour.